Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, if you haven't guessed, I'm using the Runic Tarot again today, getting my little cheat sheet out. It just has the runes on it and the meanings, only used for if I am specifically drawn to the runes on the cards themselves. If you know your runes, feel free to read along with them. Okay, entertainment only. Let's have a look. Now, what's come out? Okay. The Orange Twerp the other day, aside from cancelling his meeting with Carney in Canada over an ad. Now, trust me, he was looking for any excuse to cancel because he simply can't be bothered. That's the vibe I get. He cannot be bothered. And this is lining up with can't be bothered either. 45 came out and basically said that the meeting with Russia that was going to take place in Budapest has been cancelled. And Kirill Dmitriev, who is currently in the US, Russian economy minister or something along those lines, you know, one of those Dmitrievs again. There's so many of them in this in that regime over there. Either as a first name or a last name. He's come out and said, oh, no, it's not been cancelled. He insists that the meeting is still on. So who's right? He's currently in the US at the moment talking with US officials, just not 45, the Orange Twerp. The Orange Twerp is over in Asia at the moment. And speaking of over in Asia, photographs of him on the stage with, I think, the Malaysian Prime Minister, I'm not sure who it was, but, you know, both sitting down having a powwow type thing. His ankles were literally slopping over the sides of his shoes. He's not a well man. I'm just going to repeat that again. He is not a well man. Okay. Other news, apparently the military donor that has given enough money to pay every military personnel $100. Yeah, whoopee-doo-dah. Was Timothy Mellon, the heir to the Bank of New York Mellon. Yeah, that one that my guides kept picking up last week that were of interest. The Bank of Mellon has EPS connections. Oh boy, it's so intertwined. Okay. Now, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is what's going on between the Orange Twerp and Russia and how's it going to play out, because the Canadian thing was very telling. When I saw that, he just couldn't be bothered. He was looking for any excuse to cancel that because they were just going to discuss tariffs and beneath him. He's actually concentrating himself and his regime, so his puppet masters are wanting to, because they know his health is not well, they are wanting to concentrate him on big ticket items, if that makes sense. Something that has bang for bucks or bucks for bang. The main items that they want to shove through before the Orange Twerp falls off the twig. Oh, and yeah, the Nimitz lost 2 aircraft within, I believe, 30 minutes, a plane and a fighter jet and a helicopter. Now, I keep picking up the Nimitz is going to be the sacrificial member of the fleet. I was thinking it was happening during Iran. It is the oldest aircraft carrier in the fleet, was supposed to have been decommissioned by now. It is the obvious choice. If you're going to sacrifice one, it's going to be the Nimitz. And I'm pretty sure losing 2 aircraft in the South China Sea at the same time that the Orange Twerp is over there chatting to the Chinese president, not going to go over well at all. There could be an interesting order come through there. Now, I've put in my post section a Substack read, really interesting about the top military leaders that have been resigning, etc., because they don't want to carry out illegal orders and be hauled in front of the ICC down the track. That's an interesting read as well. So yeah, click on the circle that's got this in it, or click on Meister Tarot under any video. It'll take you to the main page and you'll find the posts section. But I want to have a look at this with Russia, because what I'm getting is that the orange twerp is making so much money through grifting, through donations from wealthy oligarchs, and through basically parasitic sucking off the US taxpayer, that he doesn't need Russia anymore, which is a really dangerous position for him, I feel. So, entertainment only. It feels like he can't be bothered with Russia anymore. It's a lost cause. He's getting vastly more money from elsewhere than he ever got from the Kremlin through his alleged criminal activities connected to the Kremlin. And I just get he can't be bothered anymore. So I just want to have a look. I feel it puts him in a really dangerous position in regards to, yes. And that flung itself out furiously when I said that. Um, Looks like PUTIN, almost down the bottom there, or some people read it as sort of Russia, or Raza. Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's a really dangerous position he's putting himself in regards to this, because the moon card's secrets will be revealed. I really, really feel that he's not answering the phone. He can't be bothered. He's not interested anymore because his attention is being absorbed by money coming in from other. Yeah, I think he's really put himself in a dangerous position in regards to this. Okay, put those back randomly. It'd be interesting to see if they come out again. So show me. Is the orange twerp? Is he? Can't be bothered with Russia anymore. Is he putting himself in a dangerous position? Because we know that the Kremlin has the goods, the videos. Remember the piece of paper that got handed over to him in Saudi Arabia, and he basically went ashen while those around him laughed. No, they have the goods on him. How's this going to play out for the orange twerp? Come on down, let's have a look. Right, Ace of Cups, emotional overwhelming, a cleansing. It's also my emotional breakdown. But this could be a new beginning in regards to, or new information in regards to relationships, partnerships. It's also for fertility. Let's see where this goes. So how's it going to play out for the orange twerp? Oh, duh. He's got his new partners. He's got his new best buddies. So this is very much about the new best buddies for him. New partnerships, new agreements, new start, new sources. Okay. Challenges for him is the Nine of Cups. It's the secret deals going on in the dark corners. The challenge for him is the dark corner plotting. Again, it's a Cups card. It's about relationships as well, but the dark corner plotting. Now, I am really drawn to the fact that these two figures here are drinking from beakers made out of horn. But they also look like, if you think of the medieval doctors during the period of the plague, and they used to wear that beaked hooded mask with the herbs in burning or smouldering in the far end of the beak. You know the masks I'm talking about, when they were treating patients, thinking it would ward off the plague disease. Never did, of course. But I'm drawn to the image of the beakiness about it. So the plotting in the back rooms, this figure here is also masked. So these are masked up people who are plotting hidden plots. And we've got the plague, but it's not the plague. We know it's not a new plague coming through just yet. I know we've got the bird flu is going to be interesting, but this is they're all masked up, the hidden enemies, the plotting from the hidden enemies about relationships. Okay, let's see where this goes. Now that rune there is about defensiveness, but it's on its side. Okay. Ooh. The energy that he is going to be stewing in is the investigation into these nefarious dealings. So how's it going to play out for the orange twerp? Again, in that Substack article I put, he was wanting to promote to the position of special investigator a known and self-confessed Nazi. Oh my goodness. But you've got the investigation into this, the energy he's stewing in at the moment. He's trying to suppress, keep secret, but the investigation's happening regardless. In the past, tossed out of the ranks and closed behind, but it's Pentacles as well, Six of Pentacles, which is about money. So who's been tossed out of the ranks here? Is this the Kremlin has been tossed out of the ranks? The Kremlin's money. Russia is desperate for money. They haven't got any. I believe their fossil fuel sales are down to about 20% of what they used to be. There is one of their major dams that is leaking from cracks caused from a bombardment. It's a mess. So in the past, this is tossing out the Russians and closing the monetary ranks behind them. They want their money back. Okay, the energy over him is the Emperor, or the energy over this situation is the Emperor. This is the orange twerp installing himself on the throne, thinking he's all that in a cup of tea. My way or the highway. I am the ruler. I will, dictate. Awful energy. Taking the power position. How's this going to play out for him though? King of Pentacles, mercenary actions in the immediate future. Let's see where it goes. Actions will have consequences. It is the Justice card, but it's again actions having consequences as the truth is revealed. How's this going to play out for him? Treason. Actions having consequences and bringing forward information about treasonous behaviour. It's my treason card. Hopes and fears. The Three of Swords, Three of Wands. The threes come just before the Four, which is about taking a breather and then challenge. But the Three of Wands here is about a plan being brought to fruition to bring one's ship in. This is hopes and fears, watching the ship coming in. How's this going to play out? The Queen of Wands. the inspirational feminine energy, the Four of Wands, the entrapment relationships, and the Queen of Wands. Again, so we've got a lot of female energy here. So how's it going to play out for him? And then we've got the Eight of Wands, a lot of information coming out that's not yet been revealed. Information coming out that will entrap him that's not yet been revealed, and there's a lot of it. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is about the ending of a cycle, and the legacy. It's also about the raping and pillaging. We've got on the bottom, we've got the Six of Cups, which is my Epstein Files card, the Four of Pentacles, things that he would like kept hidden, and he will burn the place down to keep them hidden. But then you've got the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and the Hanged Man. Look at those major arcana to finish up with. A lot of majors in this. Okay, he's really dicing with it. He's really, because this was, how's it going to go for Trump? He's trying to keep something hidden. His actions will have consequences, and he will be potentially betrayed, treason. So this is betrayal and treason. And I think it's to do with I'm going to say the Epstein Files, or it could simply be Melania. I don't know what star sign she is, but I don't tend to go by star signs because the actual more powerful signs are your moon and your ascending rather than your star. It's just the star was easy to publish in the papers. Okay, so this is not going to end well for him with the Hanged Man. What is the Kremlin going to do? So the Kremlin feels like it's been brushed aside. What's the Kremlin going to do? Ghosted, brushed aside. Well, Five of Wands, screaming out in defiance. What's the Kremlin going to do? I mean, Kirill Dmitriev is in Washington at the moment, meeting with officials. He's not there to meet with any of those that are over in Asia at the moment. He's trying to find a balance, he's trying to, oops, sorry, hold it around the right way. He's trying to find out who is on the Kremlin side is what I'm getting. Who can he trust and rely on in Washington? Because I really feel like he's been discarded, ghosted, however you like to call it, by the Orange Twerp himself and others in the regime. So let's have a look. What are the Kremlin going to do? They're getting to the stage they've got nothing to lose. What's the Kremlin going to do? Right, Ten of Cups. Again, an ending. An ending to celebrating the Emperor on the throne there. What are they going to do? What's the Kremlin going to do? Bring about an ending to the Emperor on the throne, perhaps? Because the challenge is they're being ghosted. The Four of Cups. Not liking what's on offer, being ignored, pretty much being ignored is the challenge. The energy that they're stewing in at the moment is the Eight of Swords. They are literally at the point of a sword at the moment, having to consider surrender. In the past, you've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups that turned himself into an emperor here. Now, I'm not saying that Trump is the King of Cups because he is certainly not a negotiator, but okay, thank you. He was an amicable leader that they installed, is what I'm getting there. He was amicable to them. Now, as I said, I'm not big on the star signs because, yeah, there's 12 star signs in a year, so they're easy for the publications, whereas for moon signs and ascendings, there's hundreds in a year. But the moon and the ascending are the more powerful. So I just go on the images. Knight of Pentacles. The energy over the Kremlin at the moment is that they're deciding what mercenary actions to take. Ooh-wee. About do they bring documents forward? Right, at the moment they're trying to work out who's on their side, what partnerships they have, the lay of the land. That's why Dmitriev is in Washington at the moment. Externally, we've got the star card, got the 10 of Pentacles ship in his hand and fighting off the beast. Externally, they are in a position of power. Internally, however, they're losing to Ukraine big time. Crusty old dragon chewing on the dead wood, losing to Ukraine. The King of Wands, it's my Zelensky card. 10 of Swords, bringing about a downfall. The 5 of Swords, betrayal, deceit, win at any cost, the lie, and then the Magician, the manifestation or the manipulation. Okay, what's the Kremlin going to do? Well, we've got the Lover's card, we've got the Ace of Cups, and then we've got that 6 of Pentacles again. I think right now, and then we've got the 2 of Pentacles, trying to work out which way to go forward. And then we have the Queen of Swords, internally strategizing to bring forward the truth. And then we've got Russia. We've got the Temperance card, trying to spin it. But then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, big information coming forward, the 9 of Swords, and that will be entrapping for certain somebody. At the moment, what I'm getting is they're trying to work out this is why Kirill, I believe, is in DC at the moment, to try and work out who is still an ally. Get the lay of the land, try and work out what's actually happening before they take action. Is the Kremlin going to release damning evidence about the orange twerp to get rid of him? I'm assuming Vance is still in Washington. Is the Kremlin considering entertainment only, releasing damning evidence to get rid of the orange twerp? Strength. They are in a place of strength. And the polar bear challenges the 8 of Pentacles, the Apprentice, the money trails. I've got their strength is the information about the money trails. Having to make a choice with the 7 of Cups down the bottom there, having to choose. The manipulation in the past. And the 5 of Wands, the defiance, the infighting, the betrayal. So this is the here and now. They're having to make a choice. The immediate future is the Queen of Wands. Again, information about women. Are they going to release it? The Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting on the bum. But again, women, the wheel turning and women. Three of Cups. Internally. Circles of support. Finding out who supports them. Now, if that doesn't half look like shady there, hopes and fears. Yeah, bringing it all forward. The Ace of Swords, secrets being revealed. This is the outcome. The Moon, about the lying and stealing and cheating. And the decrepit old dragon chewing on the stick while the squirrels runs away. The old and the new. It's almost like, and then installing a new leader. Oh boy, we've got the Page of Swords, the whistleblower, the Page of Wands, information being brought forward, damning information being brought forward, that Ace of Wands, new plan, setting fire to all that went before, and the King of Swords, taking action on the strategy. At a crossroads, with that Two of Swords about which way to go forward, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about reaping what you sow, but you've got this target here, and then you've got the government, and you've got the downfall of the leader with that Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords, bringing strategic restriction. Yeah, my feels is that they're going to they're tossing up at the moment who to install instead of the orange twerp. They're just in this decision mode, and I think that's why Dmitry is in Washington. They're in this decision stage. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Let's see how it plays out. But yeah, he's playing a dangerous game, the orange twerp, by ghosting Russia. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. This is intriguing. I might have a bit of a further look in a couple of days' time when my guides bring me some more information. Okay, love to you all. Take care.